Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Cross Watchers, anybody who wants to come in, welcome to your general September reading. My name is Allie, and this is Miss Allie Sparkles Tarot. So this is a general. It could be about work, career, romance, other relationships, family. Pretty much anything you can think about under the sun could be here. So this is your overall energy. And the card that came out is gentleness. You have a beautiful bride here. This could be, maybe you're dealing with a wedding or someone in your family getting married. And on the bottom of the deck, you have ancestors here. So maybe this is confirming that your ancestors are here and they're guiding here and protecting you. This card came up during my new moon reading, which was a very emotional reading here. So we're going to see what this is all about. We're going to be doing what's called a bridge spread. Hello. Been doing, you're like my third or fourth reading I'm done today, so bleh. So we're going to see where you are, where have you been, what kind of events got up to there, and how can take a step forward and what's all happening up in here. So Libra, I'm going to be using the Steampunk Tarot because this is the tarot deck that I learned to do tarot on, and I figured since it's my very first time here on YouTube, it is very perfect to use this as the main deck. The deck that started it all for me. I am open now for personal readings. Email, my website. It's all in the description. Oh my. So in your current energy, you have the 10 of Swords. This is air energy, so it works with you, Libra. But this is really just mental exhaustion. You're just done. Whatever it is, good or bad, you are just done, tired, fed up with something. We'll see what is all in here. This is very curious. I am a Libra rising. I'm a Libra. So I absolutely love Libras. Even though us Cancers and Libras aren't supposed to get along, I do get along with Libras the best out of all the air signs. So maybe it's because that's my rising. We're very fair. Libras like to weigh the good and the bad, like to keep balance. I find Libras can be very truthful. If you like it or not, they're going to tell you what's up. Okay, here in your past energy, this is going to be an interesting reading. You got the 9 of Cups. This is wish fulfillment, but it can also be overindulging. Perhaps you overindulge something and it's caused to this exhaustion, maybe a little bit too happy at a bar, spent too much money, and now you're feeling the consequences of that. Let's see what lessons you're taking away from this situation in the past. These clarifiers I feel like are going to be very important. I'm not going to take more than necessary. I just got done doing Scorpion. I was talking about their season coming up, but your season is really coming up, Libra. So be excited for that. Okay, 3 cards keep wanting to pop up for you, but I am not taking 3 cards. I do the shuffle in between everything. I do this way. Because I don't want to be in control of what cards pop out. I want this to be completely a different experience. It's out of my hands. She's out of our hands. Not Monsters Inc. Put that fame back where it came from, or so help me. Be prepared. I like to make a lot of movie references, song references, probably to stuff you don't know about. Okay, why are all these cards coming out? I'm not taking 60 billion cards at once. Like I said, I am open for personal readings. Because I am brand new here, and so just to get a little bit line of trust, making sure I'm not trying to steal money off of anybody and show what kind of readings I do before you get invested. I do have free sample readings, and you can find that on the website. If you want to do a live video reading, I suggest you email me first at missallysparklestarot@gmail.com. That way you don't have to fill out a contact form on the website and then I have to reply to that and then you have to reply to that. It's so much easier that way. But I also do pre-recorded email. All the information is in my website. So what you're taking away from this is the 9 of Wands. So we have 2 9s here and a 10. We're in the 9th month of September. This could be you're at an ending now, and whatever happened with this overindulgence, where you wish for something, they say careful what you wish for. 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. You came over it, but you're just exhausted from it now. Let's see what's happening in the subconscious energy. The energy you're sort of unaware of. I am also a light worker. I am known as a grid worker or a gatekeeper. Basically, my job is to help people see what's happening on the other side. Using tarot, my high intuition, I am an empath as well. Using the resources I have to be that gateway or to be that connection between you guys and the messages from spirit or divine, God, whoever you believe in. And I less focus on the what, especially I do not focus on the when, but I mainly focus on the how and the why, what is happening, how it's happening, why it's happening, how can I move forward, how can I be my best self, and really getting into those energies to really self-empower. That's what I really like to come from, is self-empower. Because famous Dolly Parton quote, there is no magic. You are the crystal ball. You are the highest intention. You are the manifester. What you put out in the world gets back. The power is 100% with you. And that solely goes with this next card. You have strength here. And maybe you're exhausted now, but this is in the subconscious energy, so this is not in the forefront. This is happening in the back. You have strength. You have the power to get over everything. She is like calming the lion. I believe that he looks like he had a little boo-boo, and now she's fixing it. She's healing him. And this is Leo, so maybe you are dealing with a Leo. You have Leo in your chart, and you have the strength to get over whatever this 10 of Swords is, and you're going to do it with nice and gentleness, and you have your ancestors taking care of you. Can't wait to see what the clarifiers say, what we all get for this. So now we're going to go into the subconscious energy. This is what is going on that you're a little bit more aware of, what's happening in front of you. You got the 4 of Pentacles here. This is holding on to something, holding on to your beliefs, holding on to your money, greed. You're just holding on to something, and possibly after healing, this wounded hoarder. So maybe that's the self-indulgence here. Maybe there was some kind of hoarding. It could be hoarding of money, hoarding of knowledge. Maybe you're hoarding secrets, keeping secrets from people. Some kind of hoarding could be in this 9 of Cups. And something, because of that, something happened. You became the wounded warrior, but you're still going to be holding on to what is important, possibly. Yeah. And you're going to be earning strength. So maybe it's the strength to let go to what you're holding on to. Very interesting. This is a super interesting reading. This isn't straightforward. Pisces had the most straightforward reading so far here. Let's see what your next steps are. I forgot what I was talking about before that card fell out. Now I feel like I have an unfinished thought. I do have all my cards in the description. I don't care if you have the same cards as me, if you are interested, because I do everything very intuitive, and I will read things very different. I'm told that I do things differently, and I constantly tell people that I was not put on this planet to be a normal person. I just do whatever my intuition says. I follow the flow. Okay, so your next steps, this could be your challenges. Here is the Eight of Swords. So this is about someone who feels very, very trapped, but she can just walk forward. She doesn't need to have these swords around her. It's all about mentality and perception, and this is your air energy, Libra. You could be overthinking something and it's causing exhaustion, and Spirit's saying to take a more gentler approach and approaching things, and that you have the strength to let go of what these thoughts aren't serving you, these things that are stuck, and you can move forward. Okay. And you have the Knight of Swords here. This is could be truth coming in. This could be you setting out on a journey here. Maybe this is a movement forward, a movement towards your goals here and your overall outcome here. So this is, again, your energy. This isn't your court card, Libra. You are the Libra card. Court card is the Queen of Swords, because you guys are ruled by Venus, which is the feminine energy here. So let's see what your guiding light is. Oh my God. 10 of Cups here. Is this you blocking yourself from happiness and you've kept to yourself with the Hermit on the bottom of the deck? Also with the High Priestess here as well. Unknown secrets here. She's ruled by the moon here. So Cancer also associated with Pisces. But I mainly associate with Cancer because Cancer is the only sign ruled by the moon. Here we have Virgo. This is Mercury as well. The Hermit, this is about keeping to yourself, and maybe this is you. You've been keeping out to yourself, holding secrets to yourself, and this is really needing to follow your intuition. And maybe you want this 10 of Cups energy, and perhaps this is something holding back. Something about holding back here. It could be your own thoughts holding you back as well. And so something happened here. What happened here? I know I say focus more on the how or the what. How did we get to this 10 of Swords here? Let's clarify this 9 of Cups first. Clarifying deck is the Everyday Tarot mini deck. I like using mini decks because then I'm not overwhelmed. My anxiety just doesn't go crazy. Okay. Like I said, this 9 of Cups can be overindulgence, and with here with the Devil, something became toxic. Toxic relationship, a toxic addiction, toxic thoughts. Sometimes the greatest addictions are the ones that we put onto ourselves, that we think that we're not good enough. We think we're not lucky, and maybe we have indulged in something. Maybe you overindulged in alcohol, money, or someone around you has done this because they've overindulged to be dealing with their double energy, their shadow side, the part of them that tells you you're not good enough and puts you down like that. We all have the negative Nancy in our head. Yeah. This is you, or it could be someone else in your energy, Libra. Let's see what this 9 of Wands is about. This wounded warrior. Yeah, this is, you could have gone over a really bad addiction, really bad negative cycle, and that's why you're exhausted, but you have the strength to keep going. And the damage the mental damage might be still there because Libra's air energy, you possibly could be really, really overthinking things. I'm feeling, yeah, overwhelmed energy, like, yeah, I felt like a horse coming down on my head when I said that. Okay, we got 3. I don't want 3 cards. I will sometimes take 2, but I will not take more than that. 9 of Wands, please. This is overcoming. It's still you a little bit maybe holding back. The 9 of Wands. You got the 9 of Pentacles. This is, I call this the getting your together card. You've been getting your crap together. You've been focusing, getting out of that energy. You're the wounded warrior, and you came out. You are a person has now come out of this. Okay. has come out of this devil energy, this overindulgence, and now you're the wounded warrior trying to get everything back together. And no matter how much of a success you got over something or you're learning from, it's just exhausting. The healing process can be, yeah, very exhausting here. Let's see what the Ten of Swords is. Yeah, I mean, I'm someone that has dealt with a lot of anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, and I wrote my first suicide letter when I was 12. That was a little mini deck that came out of there. I'm not using that. But like I was saying, I was 12 years old when I wrote my first suicide note, and I just did everything to make people happy. And when you give and give and give, because you're, especially as an empath, you're very sensitive to bringing in toxic relationships and doing everything you can to appease people. And it came to the point where I was so worn out, especially when it came to my undergrad experience. By the time I turned 24, I graduated with my undergrad. I went to graduate school, and I was so overwhelmed. It's just like, it went crazy. And I went to a mental health facility and really dealt with a lot of my crap heads on. I went to a center for other people like me who either are consumed by thoughts or actions of suicide, and that just taught me a lot. And this wounded warrior, Ten of Swords, because although I was healing a lot and I felt like I was getting myself back together, being that wounded warrior, I still felt mentally exhausted after I got out of there. Because they treat you like, I mean, they treat you nice, but you know that you can't go anywhere without someone looking at you or asking or escorting you to where you're going, because they want to make sure you're not harming yourself. And that is exhausting. And then they wake you up middle of the night, early in the morning to check your vitals. And it was an experience. I had to use roll-on deodorant as perfume. Yeah, they don't give you that much. When it comes to, you get like, okay, I'm getting this mini deck. This is quite annoying. They give you like a body wash. It's also like a shampoo. And then you get like soap, and you don't get access to razors. Obviously, it is. Couldn't have any of my zit care because it had alcohol in it. It was awful. But I met amazing people. And I was a wounded bird, but I was getting myself back together. And I slept like a big-ass baby and getting into this healing, and that's why we have Temperance here. Temperance is Sagittarius. You could be dealing with Sagittarius, have Sagittarius in your chart. But when I say Temperance, this is really healing, bringing in the good and the bad, the old and the past, the masculine and the feminine, mixing everything together, and you know you got the best of both worlds. But you're exhausted, but you're healing. You're healing. This is about getting over something. And you know you can't go too rough about it. This is you got to take the gentle approach to healing. Okay, it fell by my feet. It's not like I think it was Taurus where I took the card out and it went flying. There we go. Okay, so with the Eight of Swords, this is being stuck, but I said you can step out at any moment. This is getting out of the stuck energy and getting to the Ace of Swords. Lots of air energy. And that's why the Ten of Cups, you're getting back to your emotional happiness. Or this could be someone you know, Libra, as well. This is getting out of that through your strength and holding on to what's important to you and being able to move forward. This is Knight of Swords here. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords with Knight of Wands. That's passionate movement. A lot of fast movement might be coming in. I'm going to get another card for that because we have two knights here. You can have two knights fighting over your heart. No, it's probably, these are probably two sides of you that are coming together. And you're moving towards the sun. Oh my God. Whatever. You're moving towards the sun, passionate and focused movement. And you're getting to the truth. And I think you're going to be healing from the past with the Six of Cups here. And that could be someone from your past coming back. But I think this is more you or the person who has gone on this journey healing past wounds. You've gone through this journey of going through this devil energy, going through all this, and now it's time to heal the old wounds within yourself. I feel like this is, I get a lot of self-healing here. Lots of self-healing. I'm going to see what these 10 of coins are about. Cups. They're not 10 of coins, they're 10 of cups. Got the Hanged Man here. This is Neptune. It could be Pisces. This could be taking a new perspective. What popped in my head right away was in the new Mary Poppins movie, there's a scene where they go see Meryl Streep. I'm not going to sit there and try to think of the character name right now. They go see Meryl Streep and every Wednesday her house flips and she just doesn't know where up and down is, left and right, everything's confusing. And she's like, I hate this, if it keeps flipping my house. And Mary Poppins is like, well, if the world's going to turn with it, with a brand new perspective, you can see, you know, the silver lining. And that's what I'm getting. That's the first thing I popped up when I saw this Hanging Man, is you're going to get a brand new perspective of this 10 of Cups. And you're going to be able to see the silver lining, the stars are shining bright. Because you have strength here. Strength for the darkness with the Moon card here. Another Pisces card. This is to me getting the strength to get over the confusion and heading towards that new solid beginning. Getting yourself unstuck and doing it gently. This isn't, life is a marathon, not a race, just much as they say in the game of Big Brother. So yeah, all the time. And with that Four of, this was your conscious energy, and that's holding on to your passions with the Page of Wands there. Holding on to your messages of passion, holding on to your truth. And on the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. So I think this is getting over deception. You also have the 6 here and strength on the bottom. So you're having the strength to get over this deception. And to me, the Six of Swords is an emotional journey away. Going away from the bad. It was a tough journey, but I'm moving forward here. That's what I get a lot from the Six of Swords, because a lot of times they don't look super happy. It's like a very sad journey. We're moving towards good things, but we're getting away from bad stuff here. And I think that is almost like a full scope of this. And with gentleness here, this is just telling me that just to remain gentle with yourself. Take your time. Try to be the best you can be every day. That's what I'd say. Because there's days where, you know, I still have panic attacks. I still have depressive episodes. But I just try to be gentle with myself and know that, you know, I have the universe and my ancestors looking after me, and just to be gentle with myself. And under ancestors here is release. So release those negative thoughts and be gentle with yourself. Don't be so hard. I'm a perfectionist. I get in my head all the time. But it's time for you to come out of the darkness here. We have darkness as a closing message, along with sovereignty and the Queen of the Moon. This is Empress energy to me. I see her, I think of the Empress right away. So this is abundance. She is the Queen of the Moon. She is on top of her game. She knows who she is. She gets her way to it, and now she's on top. To me, I think a lot of other people think this way too, but with tarot, kings, queens, empresses, they just don't, they're not born into their royalty. To me, they earn it. They go from the page, from the knight, to the king, to the queen, to the empress, to the emperor. It's a journey to get there. Sometimes it takes people till they get older. Sometimes it takes, you know, a lot less longer to get there. But it doesn't matter when you get there, as long as you try every single day to be the best you can be. And I'm going to see what other closing messages I can get for you guys. And this is the Queen of the Moon deck oracle. So you got the Queen of the Moon, and every time I get the card that's the cover of an oracle deck, I'm like, I feel extra empowered. So you got acceptance here. This is accepting the good, accepting the bad about yourself. So we have darkness here. So this could be accepting your darkest parts and the lightest parts of yourself. Accepting that your shadow side is there, but you still have this hunger within you to get to the best it's going to be. And it's maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but right now you're going, sorry, you're going for the realization that it's possible. This is possible. And with a little bit self-care, little gentleness and self-care, because you've gone for the worst. It's time to get out of the darkness. It's time to go in that keyhole. It's time to really get on your path and get to your lighter self. And it's time. This might be a huge transition period for you, Libra. We have the harvest moon there. So seeds that you planted a long time ago, things are going to start blossoming, harvesting, and coming together here. I'm going to pull one more card for you guys. Oh my God. Got action here. It's time to take action of your life to find some balance here. Through this huge time of transitioning, we're going from summer to fall. Yeah, your season's coming up, Libra, and I think you are gaining your power to get over with that. Yeah, I don't think there's too much more I can say. I can feel a huge transition, a huge success. A huge success. It may feel exhausting. You may feel like, I don't know if things can get better. I've been through this tough road. I don't know how I'm going to see the light of the day, but the light of the day is here. It's coming, and it's all in your future, Libra. And you should be so proud of yourself, or to this person that this reading is coming to. Okay? Good. So, like I said, you can comment below, because the middies are your choice if you want self-growth, love, romance, relationship, career, whatever you guys want to see in that mid reading, let me know. But I want to thank you so much for coming here. It was a pleasure to do this reading. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys are really going, a lot of people are going through this. Pisces is going through it too, really going. A lot of people are. I think it's because it's transition time into the new seasons, the equinox, so things are going to be balancing out and evening out real soon. So I'm really excited to see what's all going to happen to you. Thank you so much, Libra, for coming and watching. So much love. I'm here if you message me if you need me. I will see you next time. Remember, love, light, sparkles, and of course, namaste. Bye.